Hi friends, Mr. Whalen back again with another story. Did you notice it looks a little different in here? It does, and I'm realizing I have the lights on in this room. I don't usually have the lights on in this room. I'm upstairs at Founders and I'm looking out my window. Oh yuck, it looks like it's raining now. I see snowflakes. I see snowflakes. They said there might be snowflakes. I see snowflakes. Anybody see? No, you can't because I don't know when you're looking at this. There's snow coming down, guys. It is, let's see, what's today? It's Monday, October 19th at about 3:15 in the afternoon, and there's snow. Okay, there's your first snow for the winter season or the fall season. Okay, you heard it here first. Anyway, it's also very cloudy outside, so I have the lights on in here, and that's why it looks a little different in here. It looked different to me. Anyway, I have a story. I have another good story that I found today downstairs at the library, and I had not read this one before. It was new to me, and I hope you'll enjoy it as much as I did, so let's spin you around and show you what we brought. This story is called Going Places. Going Places by Peter and Paul Reynolds. Peter and Paul Reynolds. It almost makes me think maybe they're brothers, would you think? I look in here and it says Growing Places. There's the title. Written by Peter H. Reynolds and Paul A. Reynolds and illustrated by Peter H. Reynolds. So, sounds like Peter and Paul wrote the story and Peter also drew the pictures. And if they're brothers, that's how cool is that, huh? Okay. Raphael had been waiting all year long for the Going Places contest, a chance to build a go-kart, race it, and win. When their teacher announced who would like the first kit, Raphael's hand shot up. The rest of the class watched enviously as Raphael walked back to his seat with a kit. Miss Chandra assured them, "Don't worry, you'll all be getting one." And they're all exactly alike. The kit came with a set of precise instructions. That made Raphael happy. He was very good at following directions. Raphael hammered, glued, nailed, and assembled his kit. His go-kart looked just like the one in the directions. He was feeling quite proud. Raphael wondered how his classmate Maya was doing. She lived right next door. He peered over the fence. "Hey, Maya, you haven't even started?" Maya didn't respond. She was so intent on watching the bird in front of her and quickly sketching it that she didn't even notice Raphael. See, she's sitting on her box. Then she just put down her pencil and stared at the bird dreamily. Raphael shrugged and let her be. The next morning, Raphael checked back in to see how Maya was doing. "Wow! What is that?" he asked. Maya grinned. "You like it?" Raphael responded slowly. "Yeah, extremely cool, but Maya, there's just one little problem. That's not a go-kart." Maya smiled. "Who said it had to be a go-kart?" Raphael was confused. The set of instructions inside the box were for a go-kart, but then again, they didn't say it had to be a go-kart. He looked again at Maya's contraption. After a moment, he grinned. "I get it. Hey, Maya, I really want to win this race. The instructions never said we couldn't team up together." And so they did, working late into the evening. The next day, everyone gathered for the big race. Each go-kart was a perfect replica of the other. Except one. Look what they built. One of the kids laughed. "Looks like you had trouble with the Going Places instruction. You're going places all right. You're going to lose." Maya and Raphael didn't even have time to respond because the announcer's big, boomy voice called out,
"Attention racers, start your engines! 4, 3, 2, 1.
A buzzer sounded.
Enough!
While all the other go-karts disappeared in a cloud of dust, Maya just sat there in the motionless vehicle. Raphael shouted over the roar of engines and cheering crowds, "Maya, what are we waiting for?" "No worries, Raphael," Maya answered. "Flaps down, throttle up." And now they took off into the air. The other contestants looked up in amazement. Maya and Raphael hovered and then sped past them all. Before long, Maya and Raphael coasted across the finish line to the cheers of the waiting crowd. They kept rolling clear across the race grounds. Maya slammed the brakes, stopping just short of the lake at the edge of the school field. Raphael noticed a startled frog leap from a lily pad and dive into the water. He raised his eyebrow and looked at Maya. She smiled. "Raphael, are you thinking what I'm thinking?" Raphael just nodded. What do you think they were thinking? Oh my goodness, look what they built next. A hopping frog puddle jumper submarine thingy. Yep. Going places. Oh, and I like that story for a few reasons. I thought, well, it was a nice new book. It showed good cooperation. What can happen when people work together or decide to work together? And then there's this other thing people talk about sometimes. They say, think outside the box. Think outside the box. What does that mean? Think outside the box. Well, if somebody gives you a box like they gave Raphael, and it has that little kid in it, he was just thinking inside the box about the instructions to make the perfect go-kart. But Maya, she thought outside the box about making something that was not supposed to be in the box. She didn't think about go-karts, she thought outside. So they thought outside the box, they made something different than what actually came in the box. Cool, huh? All right, so enjoyed that one. Hope you liked it too. See you next time for the next one. Bye.